guys, welcome to Angel Whispers. Vanessa here speaking, and today we have another pick a card reading, and this is what big changes that's about to happen in your life. And this is requested to me by Saint Gabriel and Saint Michael, the Archangel, because to be honest with you, this 2020 it's very draining. And it's leading us towards what's destined for us, and that's the reason why the clearing of, let's say, the karmic cycles and people that are not really resonating really deeply hurts us, but it's for the best, guys. We are directed on towards the right people, towards the right direction with regards to career and also in relationships. If ever there are conflicts with regards to, let's say, your family, your friends, co-workers, it has to happen, and it is to reveal whom you are supposed to be with. Okay, it's a moment of truth, and obviously the truth hurts, right? Even, let's say, our what we call on best friend is not really our friend, it really hurts. And the angels say, make sure that you clear off your energy from the wrong people, because in 2021, if ever we keep those people that doesn't resonate, it will affect again our next year. If you want a successful next year, 2021, you really have to change, okay, for the future, for the best. Not only about, let's say, which are we with, okay, I can hardly speak. Also, remember, guys, reminder, always be the best version of yourself. Change for the betterment and be a good person, okay, and admit that we're only human beings. We make mistakes, and in order for us not to make the same mistakes, we on our part, we should grow up as well. We should change our attitude if we have to. Okay, always remember that. Because if we don't change, and remember that change begins on ourselves, same goes, I forgot, I felt drawn to the song, which is about peace, and peace begin with us, okay, that's the message of the song. And same goes, like if we want change in our life, we must change on how to handle money, how to cooperate as well, how to, for some of you, work alone. I don't know why I get that. Probably if you are dependent, you're being called on to be independent, or teach yourself how to love yourself, because you could be giving a lot to others. And oh my gosh, the camera fell. And probably, yeah, that causes your tower moments, guys. Okay, forgive. I don't really know what happened. Suddenly it fell down, but it's alright. Okay, because I use a new I don't know what this is called, the note for the camera holder. Okay, and it's quite new, and it's kind of loose, to be honest, to the point that it can't handle really my phone very well, or camera. And the angels say that retreat and recharge, they say to me. So it just means that you really need to relax, okay? If ever 2020 is training for you, take some time to rest, figure out about your life. Because before the 2021, we are being pushed on to reflect, so that we'll be prepared for the future. Okay, really sorry that my setup got broken here. Alright, but the show must go on, guys. Anyway, is there anything else, angels? They say that's it. So anyway, we got 8 balls here. Number 1 is the Hand of Cards. Number 2, Abundance. Number 3, Separation. Number 4, the Phoenix. Number 5 is Mirror. Number 6 is Passion. Number 7 is Heart with a Key. And number 8 is Both. Choose wisely, don't base it on your ego, or else it may not resonate. Let the cards call on to you. But if no card is calling in, then don't force it, because could be there's no changes yet. Alright? So, is there anything else? they say that's it. So anyway, just pause the video if you're not yet ready, and I'll push forward with number 1. Hi guys, for those who chose 1, which is the Hand of Cards, here is your reading. So let's see what big changes that's about to happen in your life. Number 1, I feel strongly that you are someone who's independent and wise already. You're kind of like a teacher vibe, to be honest. And this is the overall theme. So you got loyal heart. I feel like it's more on the business sense. It's not really about relationships or connection, but you really want to achieve something in your life with regards to money matters. So I will see with your cards, angels and guides. Please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that is about to happen. For those who chose number 1, I feel like you are an achiever. But make sure to lower down your pride, the angels say, because it will get the best of you, and among all the sins that you will commit on this world, make sure that you're not prideful to the point that you think that you're the best or greater than anyone else, and be grounded. Use your religion to ground yourself and remind yourself that you should be humbled. And because you being prideful, you have a tendency to hurt others or create a distort, they say. So avoid doing that. Avoid using your power on doing bad things. Now let's see with your tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's about to happen to those who chose number 1. One more, they say. So let's see what we have here. So this is an easier way, they tell me. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading, and what is the outcome? I feel like you could be a survivor because you have been through a lot in this life and now you achieve something. They say don't ever forget where you have come from. Okay, because I see here that the pride is making you have a tower moment, and I feel like someone cried because my nose tickles. So we will clarify. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. I don't know why I'm sensing like you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I think that the big changes that's about to happen, if you have success right now, you might have a lot of haters along the way. And that is if you don't stop being too prideful, being too arrogant on what you got, they say. And remind yourself that of where you come from. They just repeat the same message. And that's the reason why you encounter that difficult situation, to have a compassionate heart and to be humbled. But right now, the angels say it's not happening because you're kind of doing something, okay? Using your power. I feel like for some black magic, I don't know, but I really feel here that people are leaving you. Look at that. So you have a lot of, let's say, opportunities. People are really annoyed by the attitude that they have seen in you, like you're not the same person. And they really want who you are in the past, wherein you're humble, okay? But now, I feel like they don't even know you anymore. They don't even know if they can trust you. I feel like they rather be in silent rather than talk to you bluntly, like, hey, you changed. Why is it you became too prideful right now just because you're earning a lot of money? I don't really see that they are your haters. They are just questioning who you become. They have been there since you're not doing well with your career, and they're not even fighting with you or arguing with you because they know that if they will come first, you will fight them. Okay, because you change a lot. Okay, so it is justice in reverse. So in something like right now, you're doing very well with your life. Yes, there's a lot of opportunities, but yet the sad truth, you're becoming whom you shouldn't be. You're not becoming humble. You are unjust sometimes, so make sure to check your attitude. Okay, yes, you have this success and wealth, but yet sadly, you're losing your good qualities. So make sure, don't be in a low vibration. Okay, or else what will happen to you? You will be sad and lonely, and some people may disrespect you, especially if they got annoyed of what you're doing, like you're being so prideful that they don't understand you anymore, and instead of transforming into a better person, you're transforming into someone that's cold-hearted, prideful, and so forth. So with the moon, I feel like you're becoming more extrovert, you're becoming more showy. Before you're an introvert, now you're a different person. And I'm not saying that it's bad to express, but if you become an unfair person just because you got the power, it's not really good, especially if you're stepping on someone. Let's see about the outcome. So outcome is 7 of Cups. The angels say some of you are light workers, and sadly your pride got in the way. And what will happen to you? I feel like you will be regretful one day that you're someone who becomes so prideful, because you will lose blessings. For some of you, you will lose vehicle if you don't stop and just realize that you should be a light worker and be humbled, especially that we are servants of God. And as servants, how can we be prideful if God is our boss, right? So the next is judgment. So the angels say, remember who you really are. And I feel like they are just warning you by this reading that you really need to humble yourself. Because if you don't humble yourself, if you see yourself as greater than anyone else, and you forgot to see God, obviously here with this 10 of Swords, something will happen. Either you will lose a vehicle, you will lose some of the blessings that God has given you. So make sure to lower your pride, especially if you're a light worker and you're meant to help the people rather than feed your own pride, right? So God must come first, especially if you work for God. Okay, and the greatest sin is being prideful. Because if you're prideful, the karma for that, obviously you will lose money, you will lose material gain, you will even lose your job, because God is trying to humble yourself. So let's see what we have here. For me, that's the biggest mistake to do. Another. So, of course, blasphemy too is bad. Okay, it may cost your life, because some people did that, and yeah, they have a drastic death. So don't be so prideful. Okay, make God your number one, and we are just servants, and that's what you need to recover or discover. Okay, because I feel like you're busy with your title. And that's what's going on with you. You like your reputation, you like the authority with the title that you got. And unfortunately, this is your title before. Okay, for me, this title is more likely about heart. Like you are known because you're kind-hearted, loving, and caring persona. But this one is gone since you have this title. And the angels wants you to balance yourself, wants you to remain as loving energy as before. And don't be too prideful just because you achieve something. Because remember that we must fear God. God can take this away from us, especially if you're using power, if you're using fame, title, money, etc. to hurt others. And this is pushing you to look at yourself. So to avoid the tower moment from happening, you must see your negativity and you must get rid of it. You must be like whom you are before, because you're not seeing yourself right now. You're not seeing that you're getting greedy for some of you, or you're too focused too much on what is now. You forgot who you really are. So remember to be humble, and it's not enough to always focus on the business, because who is the giver of our blessings, by the way? Okay, it's not because that we work hard for it, but because God gave us blessings, God gave us a job, God gave us this and that. Okay, it's not always, the work of human beings. Because without God, we are nothing. That's what you need to remember. And religion is very important because it's making us ground ourselves. So what we have here is, obviously you have been through a lot, okay? This is the past energy here, that you're someone that's humble before, since you're not that emperor or empress yet. And since you become stronger or you achieve something, you become something that is prideful, can be, or greedy, even manipulative. And I feel like you become like this because of your anger from the people that could be judging you, from who hurt you in the past. I don't know, could be someone betrayed you. And people see how you grown into a bad person. So by this reading, I hope that you awaken and change your ways, because the great change that happened to you is you changing yourself into a bad person. And remember who you really are in the past, because this is you. You should be like whom you are before, right? You must not be aggressive. And I really feel like you have anger within. That's why you become like this, okay? So hand of cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. I feel like you could be someone that is really a risk taker, or you're a go-getter, and because that you're a go-getter, you could have a lot of money or wealth. But sadly, since you're too focused on this one, you forgot to be religious, you forgot who you are in the past, you forgot to provide for the poor, to have a compassionate heart. You become somebody that's angry about your past, and that must change, okay? Because if you think about your past in a negative way, like you use it to ignite anger within you to the point that you're working not because of your heart but because of money, you know what? You will just destroy others. You're not gonna be a good person, so avoid doing that and see the other way around, that you encounter those things to have a compassionate heart and not to be harmful to others. I remember one time when, my ex-husband wants to go abroad, and, he said that once that I get abroad, I will show those people, blah, blah, blah. And he's so angry, and he thinks that by going abroad, he will take revenge and so forth. So I think that's what's happened to you. That's why you act differently, unlike before. And avoid doing that. Because what happened is that God will put an ending, okay, towards what you brag about. And that's why I say to you all, the worst sin that you will commit as well is being prideful. Because if you're prideful, whatever you're being prideful about will be taken away from you. Okay, and it's hard to get up again. Anyway, so Here is your advice. So you have perfect timing and no need to worry. So you could be someone that's manifesting a lot of wealth, abundance, and money. Okay, and unfortunately, the angels say that yes, they give everything to you in the perfect timing because they see that you've been through a lot and so forth, so this is your reward. But they are just sad that, you use whatever you have and then you forgot where the blessings came from. Because I keep on seeing the rainbows here. It's a salvation of God. And from the 4 or 5 rainbows here in the picture, it's becoming 2, like it's becoming lesser and lesser. Okay, so meaning that instead of you achieving a lot of things as you achieve one blow, okay, and then it's lesser right now. The angels say why? Because to be honest, they are not happy on what you're doing because it just become 2 rainbows, as you can see. As the angels say, don't waste your time and energy on destroying others. Don't use your pride and past to have hatred within, because I feel this is what you miss. You miss where your money came from. And I'm looking at this timer and I'm seeing like, if you really want good changes to happen in your life, you really need to change. Because if you don't change, look at what's gonna happen to your blessings. I think that it will lose. Like, it will not come full-fold, or God can even not give you any more blessings, to be honest. Even though you manifested it, to be honest with you. Because remember that during this pandemic, all of a sudden, some businesses are closed, right? Why are they closed? We can't say much, but one of the reasons could be because the owner became so prideful, can be. And that's the greatest mistake that human will do, is to think highly of themselves that they forgot God. So is there anything else? They say, just chill. If you change, then God will not take your abundance, your wealth. Just remember to change yourself, change your life to be a better person, so you won't have any downfall on the next year. Okay, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So the angels also added, what's wrong with human beings? If they become rich, they will forget God. And only few people still remembers God after they got wealthy, while some people don't. They forget. They are even using their pride to their money to unwasteful things, the angels say. And they forgot to give God the credit or even say thank you to whatever they got. They just brag about it, and they're sad that they can't even speak. Is there anything else? They say, if you wrong others because of your pride, then karma will run after you, and it's not basically God's fault why you're losing your wealth. Because I have a feeling here that for some of you, if you work using your voice, you will lose your voice. You will use your throat chakra. It will be cut off from you. You might get sick. You may not work for a certain day. And then don't blame that you got cursed and so forth. It's only the way of God to pin you down, to make you realize how you are becoming. And you need to change, because if you're not changing, then all I can see here is that you will have this downfall because of your pride. So, and you will lose blessings. You must realize whom you work from, especially for the light workers. I know that this job will make us famous, but please, don't be prideful about it, okay? And remember your purpose, why you are here in the first place, okay? So, is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, those who chose 1, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye. Hi guys, for those who chose number 2, which is the abundance card, here is your reading. So let's see what big changes that's about to happen in your life, number 2. So this is your overall theme. You got the yin, and let's see. I feel like you're powerful as ever, number 2. So we'll see with your tarot, angels and guides, not tarot cards, okay, sorry. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards. So we may know what big changes is about to happen to those who chose number 2. One more they tell. So let's see. So this is an easier way, they tell me. This is an easier way as well. Oh, oh dear, I don't know what's going on with your life, but why they put the cards in easier way, let's see. Because suddenly my heart pumped. I have a feeling here that you're afraid of downfalls. Obviously, all people are, number 2. But I feel like you feel rejected or left out in the cold by somebody. I feel like you're eyeing someone new. In the past, I feel like you got betrayed or you have your heart broken, and now you're realizing that you shouldn't focus on the wrong person. I feel like you're interested with somebody that's really a loving, loyal person. I feel like you vibe with them, and that's the reason why you're happy right now, because you're eyeing on this person, and that person really heal you after you felt this heartbreak in your heart or in your life. Let's see with your tarot, angels and guides. Please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's about to happen to those who chose number 2. So I feel like you must move on from whomever has caused you the pain in the past. Because in the end of the day, as long as you're doing what is really good for humanity or for yourself as well, I'm really feeling like because of your light-hearted energy, you're bringing home a bacon, they say. I don't know why they say bacon. You're bringing home someone that's more positive, okay? I feel like you know this person already for some of you. So this is your overall energy that's affecting the reading. And what is the outcome? And I'm sensing here that the song Foolish Heart, like you're telling your heart that you have been wrong before. And I feel like when this person came in your life, you really questioned if they are true, if they are authentic, if they will offer you true love, etc. And that's why you didn't take the cup of whomever you're eyeing on in the past. But I don't really feel like something happened. I don't really feel like there's a downfall. Just separation due to coronavirus, but I don't really feel like you hurt this person. You just made this person wait, and I think that it's okay because you're dealing with somebody that's independent, okay, very stable person, and not somebody who's so dependent to the point that they are aggressive with regards to finding a lover. And that's what you like from this person, is their groundedness, okay? They're not rushing love. They're independent. They just going with the flow. Whatever comes, it will. Okay, kind of vibe of person. So, I'm gonna clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. I don't know why I'm sensing the heat of the past. Could be you just broken up with somebody and you have trust issues. Also, I feel that. And I feel like for some of you could be jealous with people that has a lover and you really want a future spouse person and you're eyeing on this new person that you have here. Okay, you are overwhelmed by your emotions, obviously. You want to give all your cards to this person. I feel like for you, number 2, it's about you already got the material gain, and I feel like it's love life that's missing in your life. And let's see what we got here. So first card, this is the overall energy, is that you're someone who's happy, okay? I feel like for some of you, you could be a happy-go-lucky person, but you're a stable one, okay? Though you're a happy-go-lucky, I don't see the happy-go-lucky as a bad thing with regards to your energy. It's like you tapping into your inner child. Like, you acknowledge what makes you happy, and it brings joy and wealth in your life because the more happy you are, in a high vibe you are, loving energy, the more blessings that will come in your way. And I feel like you met someone whom really intrigued you, and at first you put your walls up because you're afraid of the past from repeating itself. So I'm sensing like your person could be aware that your wall is up. They notice that. Though there's chemistry between the both of you, I just feel like you're afraid of losing the person, losing wealth if ever you have been used in the past. And I feel like you detach from them because I feel like the new person really triggers you to heal, to remove the burdens of the past, and think that not all people will juggle you. Because you could be dealing with a player type in the past. For some, you could have dealt with somebody who used you for money because you are an independent person and you don't want your lover to be with you because of your wealth. So I feel like most of you are making sure first if your person is an empress or an emperor, if they are stable, okay, you're not gonna come first to people that don't have the money and was eyeing on you just because you're popular, you're rich, and whatever. So the next card that we got here is the Three of Pentacles. So I feel here that you could be someone that, let's say you're a star, right? Or you're famous, you have a stable job. I feel like you also have this fear of losing what you have, losing your heart even, or not being grounded because you are in love. So most of you really are afraid to love. You experience a downfall which really made you say no to love, right? But your overall energy is somebody who came to your life, right? And that's the reason why your connection with a new person is not moving forth, because you're not receptive about the love. But you're aware, on the other hand, with the sun being here, that a new person really makes you happy, and this person is a possible wifey and husband material. But you're not that interested because, to be honest with you, you're better off single. That's what's going on with you. And with the Tower being here, I'm sensing like you're just being like this because you're not wanting any tower moment that will happen to you. So first card that we got is this one. So there could be a lot of changes if ever you chose to marry or to be with this person. Obviously, you'll be happy, okay, and satisfied with this person. And I feel like both of you will be abundant and wealthy with this Ten of Pentacles, and you will enjoy the connection. And I feel like this is really your match because there's no much fighting going on. If you just let your heart be, then you will have this Ten of Pentacles as a result. So that's a big changes if you will be receptive. But if you're not receptive, I'm honestly saying that I feel like you might argue with this person. You might tell that you're just after my money. You might be blunt to them. So unfortunately, you might end up fighting with a new person if that is what you will do. So obviously, when you do that, there's no more I feel like there's no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm sensing for some of you, you become really cold-hearted. And I'm sensing here, yeah, most likely you will choose to love yourself rather than be in a relationship again. And the next thing that we got here is this one. So I'm feeling here that, yeah, most of you will just decide not to be in a relationship and you're just gonna focus on work, money making. And then the next is the King of Pentacles reverse. So unfortunately for you, if you chose to walk away from the partner that the heaven has sent to you, you will feel nostalgic and you will be imbalanced because you really need to decide. The angels say the heaven really wants you to be happy because as you can see with these cards, you know, these people are alone, single. Yes, they have the money, they overindulge themselves, but I feel like deep within, you know, you lose your passion in life because you don't have any motivator. Because being in love is really different. Like, it uplifts your energy, and you know that because you got this abundance card here. So that is one of your outcome if you reject this offer. So the next is a Queen of Swords. So I'm sensing here that you might cut this person off, and if ever you did that, I have a hard time to read this because I feel like the divine is kind of not wanting you to cut this person off, because if ever you will do that, you can be able to move on from this person, okay? Because to be honest, angels say you're attracting now the same level as you are. So since you accelerated, what's coming forth towards you is someone who's on the same level as you are. And since this is your ideal match, then grab the opportunity. Because if you won't grab it, you know, you will feel nostalgic. And this person for sure will heal you, they say, if you will be just receptive. And let's see what else we have here. So for some of you, you will accept the offer. For some, you will fight, okay, argue with the guides that you have. You don't want this person. You're still angry from what happened in the past. So you will miss out on opportunity if you will deny this, okay? And yeah, for some of you, you're still grieving from what happened in the past. And that's the reason why you may not really accept. And the divine is pushing you to be at peace and mend your heart, because to be honest with you, you haven't moved on yet, okay? Because obviously in your reading, you're close off, and most of the outcome is about ignoring the person that makes you happy. Okay, so let's see with your charm what we have here. Okay, one more detail. So here we have this charm. So for the charm, I have a feeling here is that whomever comes forth to your life really brings you joy and happiness, and this person is funny, okay? Really fell in love because of the communication and the chemistry that both of you has, and I'm sensing like both of you are caring, to be honest with you, and this person really mirrors who you really are, but then you're just afraid of the past happening. Could be for some of you, you experience to be ghosted by your lover, okay, and you really experience a lot of toxicity, but the blockage that you have here is you not seeing the opportunity or blocking this potential lover, and the mind and heart is fighting obviously here. And yeah, you're an accelerator with regards to your career, okay, that's what you're focused on, and that's another reason why you're fearful of this person, because you want to make sure that they also accelerate, because you don't want your person to use you for money. But I don't really feel like the person that's coming in is someone who is after your money. It's just your thoughts based on your readings, okay? So let's see what we got here. So I am sensing that you could be an achiever, as we can see here, and you're really afraid of dealing with another player type, manipulator, or someone who will use you. So the angels say that whomever comes forth in your life, you fell in love right away, obviously speaking, and this is a gift from God to you since you encountered this hardship, okay, and this one is the right person, they say, and you deeply see that. And I feel here that also, like your person encounter a lot of hardship in life. I feel like they also have a traumatic experience with regards to their relatives. That's what I see here, and they are independent. That's why they are wise, they say to me. And I'm sensing here that they have been through the drama too, and they understand how you will feel. But sadly, you're doubting this person, okay? And that's the reason why you might get caught up on your past. Past is past, remember that, because this is on your thoughts, right? That someone will appear and destroy your life again. But this person don't really have that kind of intention. I don't see that in your reading. And that's the reason why you're afraid, you're fearful, but there's nothing to be fear about, number 2. Because like your person experienced this, and I feel like your person don't want to leave you in a cold. They have this loving vibe in them, but you're so afraid. You keep on thinking about the past, the cheater, manipulator who cheated on you. And this person is the reverse of that, and that's the reason why the divine really wants you to stay. I feel like for some, you want to move away from this person, but the divine is not permitting you. You're fearful for the past happening again, but it's just your thoughts, okay, that's sabotaging this your connection, because to be honest, you're really in love with this person, and this person will open your heart once again, and you will be very happy with this person if you just accept this person. So let's see. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So based on this card, this is so positive, and obviously the divine wants you to be positive and not to be negative. Because if you keep on thinking negative things, then you might accidentally manifest it, right? Or you may sabotage this opportunity that's coming in. So what we have, the situation will improve. So I feel like you guys know each other, okay? And I feel like the big changes is that the ball is on your court if you will accept it as, let's say, a love connection. It really depends on you. And another big changes, if ever you ignore your person, obviously separation might happen, you might sabotage the opportunity, and you might remain single. So really, make sure that you're thinking of the right thing. They say, be positive. Not all people will hurt you, will betray you. And if you want to make sure if this person is safe, then take some time. Take some time to know them and learn from your mistakes, okay? Because I don't really see any negative cards here. It's only you who's thinking negatively, but about your person, I don't really feel or sense that they have bad intentions towards you. They also love you, I feel, because of these cards. They will totally bring joy and happiness to your life, okay? And they are not argumentative. They're not gonna fight you. Very submissive energy and kind as well. So, is there anything else? You just get to know them so you will not put your walls up, okay? If you need some time, then get to know them to be more comfortable, and so that this negative thinking may not get the best of you, alright? So, good luck in making your choice. The angels say they are just here to provide guidance for you. That's what they tell me. Is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, those who chose to. And sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye. Hi guys, for those who chose number 3, which is the separation card, here is your reading. So let's see. What is the changes that's gonna happen in your life, number 3? So this is the overall theme. We got a leg up to the sea and also deep knowing. Now let's see with your cards what it has to say. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's gonna happen to those who chose number 3. I don't know why it sends Wikipedia. Could be some of you are into the books, or you're learning new skills or things and stuff. I feel like you're trying to be an achiever here. You're trying to learn more about yourself, what else you can do. And I really feel a sadness here. Could be you lost your job, or you're figuring out what is really your life purpose, etc. And you feel nostalgic for Christmas for some of you. Another detail. I feel like you are charismatic. I'm not sure if you're aware, but you have that ability to communicate or to express yourself through arts, through music. You can even make a channel. And for some of you, you could be knowledgeable. And, without your skill, that's a problem. But let's check with your tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes are gonna happen to those who chose number 3. Another, they tell me. So let's see. The angels say figure out your mistakes. There are some mistakes in the past that you didn't acknowledge. Also, pay attention to the signs of God towards you with regards to your work. If you're someone who don't know yet your path, they will send a person who will show you your true colors, they say, and that person will intrigue you to change, and this person will also make you heal your inner woundings as a child, okay? I feel like you will bring light to the world, but you're not yet there, number 3. You're in this process of self-discovery. 3 reminds me of my awakening process, because at the age of 33, that is when I was in the process, like you are, on finding myself. And I met a person that really changed my life. I'm not saying that we ended up as, let's say, lovers, but I found a person that has the same possible ability. Okay, and actually, that person is a teacher, and the teacher motivates his students to do certain things. And of all the teachers that I met, I haven't met certain person who uplifts others, who will motivate others to be successful, etc. And I was inspired by that person, and then sooner or later I discovered that, hey, I have the same talent. And for all the years, that I have been running in this lifetime, all I always thought was I would ended up having a career about arts. And I really doubt myself. Why? Because, to be honest, I'm not really that great or good with regards to making arts. And if you will make an art, then that will be just for fun and business, okay? I don't really see it as a long-term one, because if you have a business, you should have at least a permanent job to sustain your business, right? And that is what I learned so far. So for you, you're in this discovery period with regards to your life purpose, so take some time. Anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading, and this is an easier way, they say. So what is the outcome? One more? Okay. They asked me to clarify. One more for what, angels? Okay, so instead of tarot, they asked me to pull this card. Alright. One more? No. They say so. I will clarify, angels and guides. Please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Another detail. So let's see. Oh, there is a card. Where is it? There you go. I don't know why they want to show, okay? They want to show the Three of Swords. I'm not sure why. But let's see. And funny, you got number 3 here. So first of all, this is your overall energy that's affecting the reading. So I feel like, guys, you have been finding a true love that will help you, because you have been through a lot in your life and you haven't found any that will be there for you whenever you're lonely, you have been alone. Okay, you're not that supported at home, I feel, as well. So you're meant to be a light worker. That's why the big changes that's about to happen in your life is a contemplation period. So with regards to your career, we will experience that you have a big break, or you're up in a deep pose to contemplate on which path you should be in. Okay, so first card that we got is this Knight of Cups. So someone will come in your way, because during this period you don't know which way to go with regards to your career, and whomever is coming forth in your life will show you what you can do, okay, and or what else is your talent. Because with this justice being in reverse, I think that you have been through a lot with your people, like they put you inside a box that you don't know yourself anymore, and whatever they say about you, you listen and you thought, hey, that is me, I'm not really an achiever, so forth, whatever they're telling. But to be honest, number 3, you really have a capability to be a light worker, to help the people, and people will look highly on you. So this is your future self, okay? This will be your big change. Alright, that you will see yourself finally standing in your power, because right now you're not that independent and you're not yet standing in your power because your emotions is getting the best of you, and that is also a blockage for you finding the right job for you. So for some of you, you could be someone who don't have a job yet. So if you have a job, if ever you feel like you don't resonate, or you're doubting your skill, you're doubting your job, it's because that is not really the thing that is meant for you. So I feel here with this 8 of Wands energy, so whomever will come your way, actually this person will enlighten you, will make you feel like, remember, what else can you do? And upon meeting this person, you will have this awakening process. And with the 7 of Wands, so right now you are in this 8 of Chalices energy, like you're finding yourself, you're really questioning your job, and then this person will come forth to you. So the next card is this Knight of Wands and the World. So I think that this person will also help you heal from whatever had happened to you in the past, because with the World in reverse, I see here that since childhood you could not have the luck, you could have lost your passion, but yet this person will light your world, okay? That's what's going on. And the next is a Temperance. So I really feel, number 3, that your current energy right now is kind of pessimistic. Like you're not really seeing yourself in a good way. And that's the reason why they gave you this person, so you can be, someone that's optimistic or thinking positively. Because obviously here, you don't have anyone, you could be independent. If you have a lover, you're aware that you guys don't resonate and you're submissive towards them. And you're lying to yourself, could be that you're happy with your partner. Well, to be honest, you wanna run away. I feel like, you're too dependent. That's what's going on here. That's the reason why you forgot. What else can you do? You're doubting yourself to be somebody who has a power. See, you're the Emperor reverse, even the Empress is in reverse lately. So I feel like you're just going in with the flow to keep this sun or happiness, but the divine is telling you that you're not meant to be here forever, but you chose to stay, as you can see, because you're too dependent. You feel like you can't live without anyone else by your side. You feel that weak. You don't really see yourself as a strong person, but your future self say that you are, okay? You are on a different place with your future self. So the big changes that's about to happen is that you will see your strength. You will see yourself for who you really are, and it will bring in abundance and wealth. So during this period that you will achieve this is when you are single. That's what I see here with the 6 of Chalices. And you let go of any toxic people in your life or anything negative that they have said about you, because that is holding you back from reaching your goals and your dreams. And I feel like by you being a light worker, you really have to fight for it. To be honest, you have to be strong. And yes, you will leave a lot of people that are karmic. because they are really a hindrance, and you didn't see your talent because of them, because they keep on pushing you to the wrong path. And I feel like in the future, to be honest with you, you will let go of whatever they program you, and you will acknowledge what you really are. You're in the self-discovery period so that you can be able to do your life purpose. So it's kind of a long process, number 3. And let's see what else we have. So this is the outcome, Devil. So obviously speaking, could be in your household, or someone in your life could be a manipulator, could be someone whom really didn't make you see your worth, to be honest with you. So you're studying what self-love is, and to see your blessings, and to see yourself for who you really are. And by you knowing yourself, you will be manifesting a new job, they say to me, which will create abundance and wealth in your life. But right now, you're still in this 10 of Wands energy. You're still, undecisive whether you follow these people or not, since you're still there. So I feel like following your life purpose, obviously, will make you release yourself from your family, from people that are bringing you down, etc. So I really feel like the energy is really draining. You could be surrounded by energy vampires, or people that are really low-key, not really healthy for you. And with the Hermit, you're just going in with the flow, and you wasn't able to see yourself yet, okay? In the eyes of love, the angels say, it's not time to love yourself and see yourself as an achiever, because that's who you are in the future. So I feel like the big changes will happen in the future. The future you is someone who's independent, because right now this is how you feel. You're so pessimistic, and that will change, don't worry. So I think that this is how you see yourself. You're dependent, weak. You need someone by your side to make you feel strong. So that will be over, okay? That will be the big shift, is that you will remove yourself from being dependent over others, which is really nice. And let's see what else we have here with these charms. Another detail. So, one more? Okay. Alright, here are your charms. So, for the charm, what we have here is that with this mirror, I think that the divine is really pushing you to see yourself in the mirror and know who you really are. Because I feel here that people around you could be telling lies about you, of something that you're not really are. And you're really doubting your skills, your talent, but in the future you will have that title. And right now what you're achieving is the gift of kindness. I feel like you have a title already, which is that loving, caring, abundant with regards to heart. Okay, you're kind. That's how people see you. But just sad that you're not really treated well. And by you following the divine path, you have to leave the people that's holding you back. And yeah, you're really known as a loving person. That's who you are. As of now, that's what you know. And you're aware about this. But yet, I think that this time around, they want you to focus on your career, they say, and try to observe yourself even more. So for the camera being here, so I think that there could be some tidbits of memories that kind of show which way to go or what else is about you. So discover that. Discover your skill. Discover your talent. For some of you, you're required to watch the other reading that I have, which has the artist. Okay, pile. I forgot which is that, career or business that's best for you. So for some of you, you got the artist card, alright? Or pile. So this is your card. So you got here that you're looking for an opportunity on what else can you do, obviously here, because your life purpose is not really something that your family wants for you, and so you have to be patient, they say. So obviously you will be in hermit mode just to distinguish which is which. So I feel like you're really meant to be a light worker, like your job will be out of this world, like it's not normally what other people can do, but you know to yourself, like in fulfilling the life purpose, of course, you need to detach from the worldly belief and know that the divine is, guiding you towards the right path. And you know to yourself that if you follow these people, you're not divinely guided, or again drama will happen in your life, like you're aware that you tried a certain job but it doesn't fit you, like it's not meant for you. And with this one, I feel like you could be pleasing others to satisfy them, or to at least make them realize that you exist. Could be you're the least favorite in the family because you're not an achiever yet, and I feel like it's really bring down your self-confidence. And I strongly feel here that divine is wanting you to go somewhere, to be on yourself, because they added toxicity in your life. These people made you feel like you're nothing, made you feel like you're left in the cold, and to gain their attention you have to be up here, you need to have a title, etc. But yeah, these people, I think that they're directing you on towards the wrong direction, and they could be so toxic to you, and that's the reason why God is showing you another person who will show you who you really are, so that you will be freed from this mindset that these people has put you through. So that's a big changes. And I feel like you will fail for this person, to be honest, but that person on the other hand is very defensive over you, because this person have been through a lot, and that's why they are not receptive with regards to love. I think that they just come to your life so that you'll be aware on what you can do. Okay, just like what happened to me. We're not kind of meant to be together, can be. He just came to my life so that I'll be aware what else I can do. So with this knowing, I'm sensing like, to yourself that you cannot be an achiever. I can hardly speak. Could be in your household, you can't even speak or express. But you really know within you if this is your calling or not. Like you can sense if ever you are on the right path. And you haven't discovered that talent much, you just have hunches and simple signs that you don't understand. And with this a leg up, I feel like most of you feel nostalgic or really wanting a lover that will really be there for you, but you always find yourself being single because you need to study on how to be independent, the angels say. So you got a separation card, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of future. So I feel like it's more on unsure of future kind of vibe with your reading. Kind of negative, to be honest, with the energy, but don't worry, you can make it through. And if ever you have a lover, there will be separation, because the divine wants you to study on how to be independent, because you have to be mature, you have to help yourself, you have to overcome whatever it is that you're going through in your life. So you gotta choose a new direction. So the angels say that the clue about your life purpose is very different from other people's doing, okay? And you're the chosen one in your family to be a light worker. So your path is the light worker path, which is self-discovery. And once that you discover what you can do, that is when you start to use your talent or skill in order for you to help, raise the vibration of people and direct people on the right direction as well. Really depends on your life purpose, but I think that you will be a guiding star for others since you have been through a lot and directing them on towards the right path, because you have been through number 3 on a journey wherein you don't really know what else can you do for a job or for a living. Like your career is always in question, and that's another reason why the divine don't want you to focus yet in love life, because you need to fix your career first before love life. So don't take it negatively when the divine take away your lover. It's because you're too focused on your lover that you forgot to fix your life, and they really want you to be independent and trust yourself that you can be independent, okay? Because it's not really healthy to be codependent on others, and your divine mission work on earth has a connection of you being independent, okay? So is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, those who chose number 3, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye. Hi guys, for those who chose number 4, which is the Phoenix card, here is your reading. So let's see what big changes is about to happen in your life, number 4. And this is this is the overall theme. You got fork in the road, and you also got to be fair. Make a wise choice, the angels say. Actually, let's see with your cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's gonna happen to those who chose number 4. One more, they tell me. So let's see. So I feel like for some of you, you're on the right track already with regards to your love life. You found the person that you're destined to marry already, and you know that who that person is, okay? And I feel like about your past connection, I strongly feel like whomever you have in the past, that is the wrong person, okay? Could be for some of you got brainwashed, that could be your twin flame, whatever you call it. But I feel like because you know your worth, which is to be fair card, you're now going towards the right direction, because this is your past energy, like you're undecisive and you fall into the trap wherein you fell for the wrong person. And I feel like you have been crying about your mistake in the past of choosing the wrong person, and now you realize now what is really meant for you, and that's the reason why you are aligning towards the right direction with regards to your love life. So one more for, they want to give you more, okay? I feel like with regards to money, number 4, really depends on your past, because in this pile you're just being shown like you are on the right direction with regards to love life. Could be try a different pile if it's about a career, but let's see if the angels will give us a hint with regards to your career. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's about to happen to those who chose number 4. Another, they tell. One more, they say. So let's see. Another, they tell me. Alright. Another. It will be an intense reading. They made me shuffle a lot. Okay, pardon if they made me. I'm not really afraid of reversals because we have one upright. Anyway, so another, they say. Now, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading and what is the outcome. Okay. And one more, they say. Bear with me, guys. Your reading looks like long because you have a lot of cards, to be honest. I'm gonna clarify the cards to gain more information. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Oops. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. Another, they tell me. So, let's see. Ooh. I don't know why. I feel like your guides are really excited with regards to your love life, number 4. And with regards to your career, I'm sensing like you have new opportunities way ahead, okay? But this time around, they want to give you the good news with regards to your relationship. I feel like you will have a new love offer, number 4. And that will be a passionate new beginning for you. I don't see it as something like a passionate, in a negative way. I more see that this kind of relationship will give you a spark of motivation, money for some of you. You could be dealing with a sugar daddy. That's also what I sense. And this person plans to do something for you on Christmas Day, okay? If you celebrate Christmas, guys, okay? Let's see what else we have here. This person wanna express their gratitude on meeting you. I'm sensing here like this Prince Charming or this girl really is a sweet, loving person and they're very thoughtful. I feel like they are a gift giver person, like they express how they feel with regards to the gifts that they bring to the table. And I feel like one person is jealous because they are aware that you're moving on from them. This is your ex. You have a lingering ex around which still spies your social media, and sometimes you're confused in pick a card readings because sometimes it tells about your ex, sometimes it tells about your new person. But this could be an accurate reading if you're dealing with at least 2 people, your ex and a new lover. Okay, so anyway, remove the X on your list of the person that you want, because whomever is your past person, obviously the task is done, like the cycle is over, and what they want you to do right now is, with the moon being here, be an introvert. That's what they want to say to you, because someone is jealous, okay? Somebody's jealous over your happiness and joy because you finally met your soul tribe, okay? The one that is destined for you. And whomever your past person is, obviously they want to dim your light. They still want you, but yet they don't know how to take good care of you. I feel like this person wants to take advantage of you once again, especially if they treat you like a bank, like they took a lot of things from you and they want you to become weak like them. They're really deceitful energy, so don't go back to your past person because past is past. As you can see, whomever is your past person, this is how you feel whenever you remember them. Like it's not the right person, like you feel uneasiness. Even your body. Watch your body language and also watch it when you are with a new person compared to the past person, right? So new person makes you happy, makes you inspired and motivated, while the past person makes you sad and lonely. So don't go back to your past person, because even yourself don't like it, right? So misfortune happen in your life because of your past person. Could be this person made people be away from you, or they could be disruptive whenever they are I feel like they are destined to be single for the rest of their life. I don't know why the angels say that. Probably if ever your ex mistreated you in the past, wronged you, make people be away from you, I think that their karma is they might be single. That's what the angels say for the rest of their life. And you, on the other hand, you're happy without this ex of yours. And the next card that we got is Hermit. So they really asking you to be an introvert so that your ex will not control your connections. So once that the truth came out that the lover that's coming in your way will be honest to you, or decided that you are in a relationship, make sure to hide it. Don't ever post that you're in a relationship now and so forth. Make it as a secret, okay? That's what they're gonna ask, because you still have a lingering ex around that's not really happy with your life, and they're aware that they can't even, fight with you because you block them, etc. So yeah, they still haven't changed, obviously, here, okay? And they're not even willing to apologize if ever they hurt you. They are so arrogant, okay, prideful, and I don't really feel like they're healthy for you, number 4, because they destroyed your life, obviously, and they made you confused when you're still dealing with them. And the person that you have in mind, I feel like they are very different from this past person. So the big change is you will move on from whomever you dated in the past, the wrong person, okay? You'll be finally recover. And if ever this person will come back, they would say that don't accept that person back. They're still deceitful. They gonna break your heart. The cycle might repeat again if you chose to love them. So make sure not to accept your ex, okay? Because that will be a disaster. And again, they will be deceitful. Just repeat, okay? So if ever you accelerated number 4, like you are in a spotlight, obviously they want to bring you down. They don't want you to be successful, happy with your life, because they are like that in your reading. They want you to be on the same level as they are, someone who's not even happy on what they have. Very negative person, to be honest. Honestly speaking, they are so weak. Okay, I'm not saying that they're not abundant, but sadly, God gave them blessing, yet they don't see the blessings. Like, since you have everything, they are envious on what you have. So they're not only an ex, but they are a jealous person, okay? And I feel like you chose to detach from them because you're aware that they are a hindrance to your joy and happiness and your wealth. So for some of you, you're required to make another account so that this person will not be able to bug you with a new person here. Because I feel like this person is trying to manifest that a new person may not come in your way. Okay, but no matter what happens, they say the new person is for you. They tell me. And so this is the outcome. Outcome that we got is a Page of Wands reverse. So whomever your ex is, they haven't moved on yet. They chose to stay stuck, but then there's a potential that they can choose to move on and then change their life. Obviously, they haven't awakened yet, your ex, okay? So you really have to fight for your dear life, they tell me, and continuously, be the Queen of Wands energy. Motivate yourself and Don't let this person dim your light. Don't ever accept them in your life, the angels say, because obviously they do have a bad intention towards you. Right? So, with this Two of Pentacles being in reverse, I'm sensing like if ever they use you for money before, they are planning to again get your money. So don't ever give them a chance to do that again to you. So fight for dear life, as you can see here. And I feel like for some of them, they could be aware that you have a new lover. I think that the big changes that's about to happen. Number 4 was you're gonna have this person. You will be in a relationship, and then your ex might argue about it, and that's why they ask you, please be silent about it. They are aware that you're so excited, etc. But they want you to make your connection a secret. And tell that to your person as well of interest, because whomever you have in mind that you really like, that person likes you too, okay? Anyway, so be an introvert. Study to be an introvert and not to talk much about your new person, okay? So that they cannot put evil eye on it because they don't have any proof that you guys are now dating, okay? Let's see what we got. One more they say to me. So, another detail. Alright, so here is your charm. So for the charm that we got here, so you're really a loving person, as you can see. That's the reason why even your ex likes you. But I don't feel like it's kind of because of your heart. They see this as your weakness, and because this is your weakness, they think that they can take over you. Okay, because most people that are a narcissist or manipulator, they look for somebody who's they think that are kind-hearted, etc., so that they can be able to rule that person, which is not really healthy. And the divine really wants you to put an ending to the cycle of accepting this person, because I feel like you're a caring person, and if ever your ex will come back, I think that you will, accept the apology. But the angels say that don't ever dim your light and accept this person as your lover once again. Okay, and try to detach from your past person, especially if you're dealing with the angels, an evil man or evil person, and they might use their dominancy to charge you. Okay, so if ever that's the case situation, I think that you should avoid going out the house alone, or avoid telling this person where you live, etc., because it's very dangerous, to be honest. And with this mirror being here, so whomever you're eyeing on, both of you have the same feelings for each other, and it really resonates with your vibe. So I have a feeling here that whomever your ex is, okay, they want you to be like them. They don't really want you to accelerate. I feel like you're somebody that they can't believe on their eyes that you managed to accelerate, because before you are like this, and now that you rise from the ashes like a phoenix. So I wonder why you got the phoenix here. And teddy bear. So as I told you, the person that you're eyeing on might give you something. So some could be a cuddly bear. Okay, could be this is really a sweet person that you're dealing with. And yeah, if ever you're a girl, this new guy of yours is telling their friends that they like you because you're so cute and adorable, and they want to hug you. I feel like they want to cuddle you. I feel like they're telling their friends how to win your heart, how to bring home your love, and they're strategizing on how to propose. Number 4, about your new person. Okay, it's a guy. It's planning. The guy's planning to give you a bear. Alright, for some of you. Okay, so let's see what we have. Anyway, so for the cards that we got here, so obviously the angels say about your ex, you really need to detach from this person and fight for your freedom, the angels say, because your person, is still spying on you, obviously, and you're here on the other side, and you managed to get there. Alright, and this person's still stuck in their old ways, and they're really upset of what you've become because they see you as someone who's blessed by divine, okay? You accelerated, you become the emperor or empress, and you're divinely guided, while them, on the other hand, they feel jealous, envious, because they are still stuck, okay? And their world is dramatic, as you can see here, and that's why they keep on. I feel they have a habit on always browsing your social media, which is not really healthy at all. So as the angels say that your ex might become a single person for the rest of their life. Okay, because they can move on from you, and I think that, yeah, this person made you cry, to be honest, and that's the reason why God really separate you from this person, because they wanna be pampered. They always, didn't see your worth. They treat you like a servant. They made you cry, and I feel like crying, to be honest, holding these cards, and they keep you stuck. They don't want you to accelerate, and they're the one who wants to be accelerated, and that's the reason why they want to come back to you, so you may be one of their servants, which is not really good and healthy, because you already achieved your goals and your dreams, and then they want to lower you down. This is not a healthy individual at all. They need a psychiatrist, the angels say. They need to heal, they need to change, and obviously they're not changing. So anyway, I explained this earlier, that now you have to be fair card, meaning, the new person that you're eyeing on, you have the same feelings, and you feel like this is the perfect match for you. So you don't have to be confused between your ex and a new lover, because obviously God wants you to be with a new person. Alright, so we got a Phoenix card. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. So I feel here that you already transformed, obviously, and you can regain back your power. And the angel says, since you rise from the ashes, why would you want to go back to your past person? Don't do that. Don't dim your light. The angels say you know your worth already, so continuously move on. And if ever this person will threaten you, talk to your policeman, okay, to protect you. Especially if you're dealing with a masculine that has aggressive tendencies, okay, because some masculines out there, they use their strength, they use their mind games, and then they will force you to do something with them, and that's not really good, right? Especially as women, we must protect ourselves, because that person might do something nasty to the point that they may get you pregnant so that they can make you stay for them. And that's the reason why you really have to protect yourself from this kind of person. And so what else we have here? So we have ask your angel. So if you're not really sure with your new person, the angels say ask your angels, okay? Because I feel like you're doubting your new person, but I don't really feel like you have to doubt your new person. I don't really see any red flags so far. The only problem that you have is your ex, to be honest with you. Like, you have to protect your connection with your new person, and you need to be an introvert. I know that most of you want to brag about it, but please, right now, you really need to be an introvert, so that this person may not put evil eye on your connection or do something harmful with you and your partner within the next few weeks. So I will just base it on the background here. So as you can see, the big changes, obviously you will have a person, you will finally be in a relationship, okay? That will be the big changes that's about to happen, and improving health. So if ever you're someone who haven't moved on yet from your ex, okay, you will move on, you will be able to heal from your past hurts and mistakes, okay, for some of you. And I feel like you're being forced by the divine to heal. Like you suddenly will cry out of nowhere. It's because you really need to release those toxins in your heart so you can accept this new lover in your life. Because they might come towards you during, they say, Christmas Eve. For some, they might use the events like what's on our schedule so that I feel like Christmas will be the best because it will be memorable, and I'm filming this December period, so I think that they might choose Christmas, New Year, any significant day, because I feel like your person, they already made up your mind that you are the one. To be honest with you, it's just you undecisive because you have the lovers, you have your ex, and you also have a new lover. The angels say that don't be pessimistic, okay, about your new person because there's nothing to worry about. And if you're really doubtful, then ask your angel for a sign. Alright, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, those who chose for, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye. Hi guys, for those who chose number 5, which is the mirror card, here is your reading. So let's see. I feel like this is more likely what you don't see coming, okay? So anyway, let's see what big changes that's gonna happen to you. Number 5, it is mirror card. Now this is your overall theme. You got a change in the wind and also come to the edge. So we'll check with your cards. Number 5, angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes is gonna happen to those who chose number 5. It's like a challenge for you, the angels say. Be patient with yourself, they tell me. I don't know why I sense the word gang stalking. So that's odd. This is reverse. I don't really have reversals in my set of cards, but could be that has a meaning with your reading. I feel like somebody tell lies about you, and I'm sensing here that whomever this person is, that is your, I feel like, old crush. That's what I feel here. Let's see with your tarot. Could be this is just memory of the past. My head really hurts a lot. You could be thinking a lot about this person. You could be someone who's always jealous of them. That can be. So let's see with your tarot, angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's about to happen to those who chose 5. I have a feeling here that you're sad right now because you don't know which way to go. You feel conflicted with your life, and you're filled with jealousy and anger over the people around you. I feel like people betray you. That's also what I get. So anyway, this is, people made you feel jealous as well. That's what I feel here. So this is an easier way as your overall energy. And what is the outcome? And we're gonna clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. This help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Thank you. Another detail, so we'll see. Ooh. Okay. So actually your cards wanna pop out, okay? Anyway, so could be you wanna run away and hide from the world. A lot of things has happened to you, and I have a feeling that you got a jealous friend that's around you that really betrayed you, okay? That causes your tower moment, and now you don't really know which way to go because whomever betrayed you is now the Empress or Emperor mode. And I have a feeling here that you have unfinished business or symphony, whatever it is. And that's the reason why you're confused which way to go, whether you continue this project or not, and so ever. So anyway, first card that we got is the Strength Reverse. And what it tells me is that this jealous friend is obviously not really your friend. This person, I feel like, is someone that you trusted, but yet they are the cause of your disaster in life. They see you as someone who's a four of wands and they destroyed you. They managed to do that, and that really ended your connection because of jealousy issues of this person. And with the Star and the Hangman in reverse here. So I'm sensing like could be this person is your best friend, really someone that's close to you. And that's the reason why you're sad, you don't know where to go. Because look at you, you're really happy with this person. And now you regret taking... I feel like you make them be in charge of your life. You could be asking this person for an advice, yet they are not really your authentic friend. So let's see about the outcome. So for an outcome, I feel like the big change is you will cut this person off your life and follow the divine guidance of heaven to walk away from them, because some of you, you're still undecisive because you treasure the memories that both of you has. Okay, so let's see with your charms what we have here. One more detail. Okay. It shows a lot of charm. So anyway, with this mirror, I'm sensing here that the divine will make you look deeper on this person's attitude, okay? That's what's going on here. So with regards to the title, could be you entrusted this person with your business or your life in general, but I really feel the title of best friend or even lover will be over once that you discovered that this person is not really of, good towards you. They are fake, obviously, with this unicorn here. This person is lying towards you. Could be they make you feel like they love you. They attack you emotionally, to be honest, with this Rhoda Knight here. This could be your friend or could be your lover. Okay, jealous lover, jealous friend. And they play mind games on you. And I feel like you're someone that really keeps your friends, okay, or lover. But yet this person doesn't have that same feelings towards you. So what's going on? I feel like your person honestly is leaving you behind because they bring you down already, and now you regret making them as the apple of your eye, treating them as your friend, and now they are not with you. So that's a big changes, is living a life without this person because they are greedy and you really need to run away from them, obviously, and you work hard for your money, and that's the reason why you really have to be mature with regards to handling your friends. Okay, you have to make sure that they are the right people, because whomever this person is really keep you stuck in a daydream, and then they run off with your money, because I feel like they took advantage of you, obviously, here. And I have a feeling that they even argue with you once that they left. Okay, they just took something and left. And I feel like you, on the other hand, you really love this person. Okay, you really treat them as your friend or lover, but yet they're not on the same page as you are. Okay, they don't really see themselves as your friend, to be honest with you, or lover even. I feel like they tend to get jealous, or I don't really feel like you vibe with them. Sometimes they are argumentative. I feel like for some of you, you're aware, but you still choose to be with them. So what's happened here is that I feel now you're protected by God from this individual here. Okay, because you are now here, you're now without this friend. So that is a big changes. It's not being with this person, and it's for the best, the angels say. And without this person, I feel like you will be more abundant, and the karma for them, they will be abundant as well, and they won't be able to reach their goals and their dreams. Now I know why this is in reverse, so I just take it upright. Okay, so I won't make it reverse on the next reading. So anyway, let's see what we have here. So we got a change in the wind and come to the edge. So obviously what's gonna happen here, the change is you're leaving whomever this person is. Like, you will learn how to be independent, how to be on your own. Because with the mirror again, let's see what else we have. Mirroring each other's self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So I think that this is with regards to you, thinking like everyone else is about love. Okay, not all people are kind. That's what you need to know. And before you let a person in your life, make sure that they are authentic, make sure that they are the right people, and pay attention to the red flags, because in some cases, in some events, they are showing already that there's someone that's evil, nasty. Because I experienced that with one of the friends that I used to have that I thought was really a good friend. So even the simplest, red flags, like example, you're just walking, let's say on the street, and then that person suddenly throw a trash on the street. And of course you will question, why did you do that? And that person will say that, because the street sweeper will swipe it anyway. And a lot of red flags aside from that, like as simple as trusting people with their secrets. Because those are the red flags that I ignored before with that person, that when someone entrusted her with a secret that she shouldn't tell at all because her reputation matters, and she made it known to the people that she's talking with, and then she will say that anyway, secrets are meant to be revealed. Like, she don't even care, if that is your secret or not. She just do that for the sake that she will say something, and it's not really good. And I really feel regretful of not paying attention to the red flags, because in some cases the heaven will really make us see the real attitude of our person. So make sure to keep an eye on the red flags, okay? Anyway, so here is your advice number 5. So you got, if you believe, and as well as listen to your intuition. So the angels say by this experience, okay, you're really being tested, or you really need to work on listening to your intuition, because you could be someone that is, let's say, authentic, and that's why you believe in everyone else, okay? So before you put your trust, your whole self to somebody, you really need to make sure that they are authentic. You need to make sure that they are good people, because it's not really a joke to, let's say, give your life to the person, right? And take the wheel of your life. And could be as well, like it's just teaching you to make the right choices in your life. Could be you're too dependent on them with regards to asking for an advice, and you really need to learn to be independent. So this kind of experience is really pushing you to be an independent person, and that is a big changes that's about to happen in your life, is that you will walk alone and single. For some of you, could be this is your lover, but then turn out to be not a good lover for you. Number 5. Is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, the person that wronged you in the past, they tell me that this, whomever this is not meant to be in your life. And this thing has happened because God is separating you from the wrong people. So you'll be directed on towards your soul tribe, soul family, that is high vibrational, they say. And know that once that you detach from negative people, that is when you will see people that are supportive of you. Okay, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, those who chose number 5, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye. Hi guys, for those who chose number 6, which is the Passion card, here is your reading. So let's see what big changes that's about to happen to you, number 6. Anyway, this is your overall theme of this reading. You got Go the Distance and as well as Treasure Island. So we'll see with your other cards what it has to say. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's about to happen to those who chose number 6. One more, they tell me. So let's see. I'm sensing here that you could be jealous over somebody. I feel like you got an intimate relationship with someone abroad. That's also what I get here. But you're not quite sure if this person's really interested in you. And you're deeply jealous over people that they have a foreigner boyfriend or girlfriend, and you really want to have someone or a partner that's from overseas, okay? I don't know why I sense overseas worker. If not foreigner, someone who works abroad. That's also what I get here. I feel like you tend to make people jealous, as I feel, if ever you will have something to brag. And that's another blockage why you're not really receiving any good relationship as well. Like it was taken from you, and you really need to study on how not to brag if ever there's something that you want to show off. Okay, don't have that intention to brag. If ever you're someone who loves to post, just have the intention like you won't make people jealous, like you just want to share. But if something really will make others jealous, I will suggest to you that just hide it from your profile, Just create another account without any friends so that whatever you're bragging about will not have any negativity or evil eye on them. And that's the reason why your relationships are not lasting, because you could be somebody who loves to brag about it, and it will murder relationship, they say to me. Honestly speaking, it reminds me of a social media person. Okay, that this person really loves to show that she has a happy family. I don't really say that she's bragging, but she really loves to post about it, okay, how happy she was with her husband and kids. And one day, unexpectedly, that person that she's involved with her husband, okay, suddenly cheats on her, and it causes him to kill her together with her kids. And certain things will happen if you really love to post about your stuff online. So what I can say is that avoid making people jealous so they can't put any negativity in your life, because that can happen. Another. So let's see what else we have. Now, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading, and this is an easier way. So what is the outcome? Hi guys, for those who chose number 6, which is the Passion card, here is your reading. So let's see what big changes that's about to happen to you, number 6. Anyway, this is your overall theme of this reading. You got Go the Distance and as well as Treasure Island. So we'll see with your other cards what it has to say. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes that's about to happen to those who chose number 6. One more, they tell me. So let's see. I'm sensing here that you could be jealous over somebody. I feel like you got an intimate relationship with someone abroad. That's also what I get here. But you're not quite sure if this person's really interested in you. And you're deeply jealous over people that they have a foreigner boyfriend or girlfriend, and you really want to have someone or a partner that's from overseas, okay? I don't know why I sense overseas worker. If not foreigner, someone who works abroad. That's also what I get here. I feel like you tend to make people jealous, as I feel, if ever you will have something to brag. And that's another blockage why you're not really receiving any good relationship as well. Like it was taken from you, and you really need to study on how not to brag if ever there's something that you want to show off. Okay, don't have that intention to brag. If ever you're someone who loves to post, just have the intention like you won't make people jealous, like you just want to share But if something really will make others jealous, I will suggest to you that just hide it from your profile. Just create another account without any friends so that whatever you're bragging about will not have any negativity or evil eye on them. And that's the reason why your relationships are not lasting, because you could be somebody who loves to brag about it and it will murder relationship, they say to me. Honestly speaking, it reminds me of a social media person. Okay, that this person really loves to show that she has a happy family. I don't really say that she's bragging, but she really loves to post about it, okay, how happy she was with her husband and kids. And one day, unexpectedly, that person that she's involved with her husband, okay, suddenly cheats on her, and it causes him to kill her together with her kids. And certain things will happen if you really love to post about your stuff online. So what I can say is that avoid making people jealous so they can't put any negativity in your life, because that can happen. Another. So let's see what else we have. Oof. The camera keeps on falling. I don't know what happened, but this is really strange. I think that one of you are angry with my reading. But I'm just telling you the truth that you don't really have to brag on what you have, because honestly speaking, it will create downfall, and this camera keeps on falling. See that? So anyway, this is a trigger warning, and I know that some people can't take the truth, but I'm gonna clarify the cards, alright? This is also for the best of you, okay? So you may avoid negativity in your life. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Okay, one more they tell me. So let's see. Okay, another. I keep on giving to that card. I wonder why. So anyway, here is your overall energy that's affecting the reading. So what we got here is the with a Fool in both ways. I feel like you always get involved in a relationship, but then it didn't work out well. Like it ends, obviously. And I'm sensing here like you're really eyeing on people that lives abroad. That's what I see. because you feel like with your current situation right now on which country you are in, you feel like you're not accelerating here, or you lost hope with people in your country. So this is the first card that we got, 8 of Wands and 10 of Wands. So you're thinking like being out there abroad, I think that it will remove your burden. That's how you see it, okay? But then you're not realizing that if you will be in abroad, you really have to work, they tell me, because these people from abroad, they make sure that you're not just after their money, okay, on where they stand. They make sure that you will pay whatever burden that they paid for you. So that's a consequence. And I feel like with this Hierophant here, you're really looking for a relationship abroad, and then some of you have a bad intention wherein once that you got married, you will get divorced. You're just after the title, okay? And let's see what else we have here. So make sure that you don't have any bad intention, because that's also another blockage why things are not going your way, because the divine don't really want you to use this kind of opportunity to destroy somebody, okay? And be patient with yourself, the angels say. Don't always think like you're the reverse person in this country that you have. And I feel like you really need to see yourself in a different light, like you can earn the money that you want and you can achieve it without using another person. That's what they want to say. So avoid being toxic, avoid being the user in the picture. You really have to work. They say to me, you have to earn your own money and experience a burden on how to earn this. Because if you don't experience this kind of burden, you will have a tendency to be a user to your person. Okay, so I feel like you encounter online defensive people and you offer them this cup of love. And with this 5 of Cups, I feel here that people that you encounter are really cautious and you're defensive. You're kind of showing them that you're after love, okay? But then I'm sensing here with this 3 of Swords, like I feel like it ended always because I feel like there's really bad intentions in the picture. If not bad intention, could be you're someone who loves to brag, can be, or any negativity, okay? Just remove that, or using others. So sadly some people are like that. I encounter a friend of mine who always experiment with regards to the foreigner man that she encountered. And the sad part is that the tricks that she will do is that she will say that her phone broke, and so the guy really needs to give her money so that she can be able to repair her phone, since they can't be able to talk or communicate while her phone was broken. And if a guy can't give her the money to fix the phone, then she won't be in a relationship with that person, and that kind of aggressive girl that she was. And to be honest, she also educating her friends, like telling that, what's important is to get here, you can marry that person and then divorce after and find really the guy that you really like. And I don't really like those people that are doing that, because they don't understand how to treat a person well. They don't understand how to, respect people's hearts. And they don't really have any idea how hurting it will be if you will break people's hearts. And that's also what you need to realize, is that you shouldn't take advantage of this person just because you want to marry them and then leave them after you got whatever you want from them. This is not a healthy lifestyle. Number 6. So avoid doing that. Avoid giving negative intention. And I feel like the divine is actually forcing you to work very hard instead of finding a lover for you. Because I have a feeling that, yeah, you really have a tendency to make people jealous. You're kind of extrovert with whatever you have, and that's really a blockage. If you have that kind of energy, avoid that number 6, because it always creates your downfall. And that's another reason why in love life you don't really have a stable partner, to be honest with you, and all of them are leaving you. It's the same pattern. It's not because that you are cursed, it's because of your negative intention with your partner. And I feel like crying, to be honest with you, because could be you ended a lot of connections, and yeah, you observe that there's always a failure with regards to you dating online. It's because the divine wants you to focus on your work right now, and that is a big change that's gonna happen, is that you will discover that this is always happening, this kind of cycle, that you're not finding the one for you. You are judged in a negative way by your foreigner lovers, and you experience to be left in the cold. So let's see what else we have here. Actually, you have a lot of cards. Okay, so this first. So you got the Knight of Wands here. So the angels say that some of the person that you met online, they're just after sexual, they're just after fun, and they're not really serious about you. So I think that this person really keeps you stuck and waiting. You thought that this person will give you true love, and all honesty is that they're just after your body, and that's it. Okay, that's also what we got here. And then the next is the Four of Wands. So I feel like you're not really ready yet for a relationship, and that's a reason why things are not going well with regards to your love connection. Like if ever you're connected with one, it will just end suddenly. Okay, because I'm sensing here that there's arguing that's gonna happen, and this person will be defensive. This person will say that, hey, you're just after my money. They gonna question you in a negative way, and this war will cause you to separate. So the next thing that we got is the Five of Swords in reverse. So honestly speaking, I think that your person will not gonna argue. Some of you, this person might ghost you, and that will create your tower moment. And I feel like for some of you, you still want to chase love, and you're not gonna contemplate why it happened. Well, by this tarot reading, you now know why you can't find love, because you really need to be stable yourself. You need to be independent. You need to learn how to earn money, and that's the reason why the people that you are meeting online, I feel like they have the money, but they don't want you to use them for money, and that's the reason why you're always left in the cold. And I'm sensing here that if ever they stayed, it's just for sexual thing, okay? But it's not gonna be lasting. That's what I see here. Because could be you're seeing them as someone who can change your fortune, and they're gonna argue with it because they don't want someone who will use them for their own benefit. They want you to know how to make money and save money. And they think that you're just after their money, so that's the reason why they lose their passion and run off. And I feel like they're happy on their own. There's not someone who's dependent, and that's the reason why they gonna ghost you, because they judge you in a negative way. So let's see with your charm what we have here. Another, they tell me. So one more, they say. So anyway, here are the charms that you have. So what we got here, obviously, the changes is that either your person will argue with you or ghost you. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm sensing like your connection is just for fun, to be honest, not really a serious one. And I feel like you really dream of traveling the world or leaving your country one day. And I'm sensing like the heaven is really pushing you to rise up from the ashes, to be independent person, because you haven't learned that yet, okay? And that's the reason, like with regards to love connection, the divine really wants you to put this to rest, because there's a lot for you to discover, and you still have to, be clear with your career, accelerate on your own, and you don't have to use somebody to give this kind of achievement for you. You need to work on with it. And I feel like with this one, you could have attractive pictures, and that's why people felt drawn to you. But yet I have a feeling here like you also need to mend, because you could be encounter a lot of people online that you forgot to cleanse yourself, especially your sacral chakra. So you need to cleanse, since you have a lot of energy there. So let's see what else we have here. So we got this one. So the big changes is that you will be left in the cold, and obviously you will be sad about it, but yet the divine is pushing you to go after your dreams, okay? And make it on your own and not by a person. And I'm sensing here that you have to be patient. The angels say you will be able to achieve it on your own. And that's the reason why things are not going well towards your love life, because you really need also to realize how to earn your own money, so you will respect other people's money. And those people that you encounter, obviously they work hard for their money, and that's why they put their walls up, and they want to make sure that you're not gonna use them, not gonna make them cry. And see how defensive they are. It's because they are divinely guided. They have hunches within if they can trust you or not, because look how they work very hard, and they don't want you to break their heart once that you manage to get the best of them, to be honest with you. And the next thing that we got here is that during this time, they want you to focus on work, money making, they say, rather than, look for a relationship that will bring home, the money that you seek or whatever you want. So you keep on searching that you forgot your career. So you're too focused on love life, so you must avoid that, because you already tried a lot of people here, and this is not really good, to be honest with you. Okay, especially if you tried a lot, so there's a lot of things going on in your sacral chakra, so you really need to cleanse that. And that's another reason why your career side is blocked, or your creativity, because you really need to cleanse the energy here. And avoid having this intention that you want a partner so you can achieve something, or use them as a escape rope, and avoid the same mistakes they say to me, because I have a feeling here with this one that you really want to get out of where you're at. And I feel like that's a reason why you really look online for a lover, so avoid doing that. Number 6. So here is the theme, and avoid trying to make others jealous of what you got, okay? So with this go the distance, so that's why there's a blockage, because most of you are after the treasure island, after this person, or after their country. Like, for some, really, you guys have bad intentions, so let go of bad intentions and love unconditionally. Love not because you will use this person, but love because that is how you feel. Because with this passion here, so I feel like your connection could be just for passion, to be honest, but it's not really about the thing which calls love, okay? That's what we got here. that for some of you are caught up with someone that's just using you for fun and not to really a serious relationship. So be careful. Just see the red flags, number 6. And then this is your advice for you. So your advice within the next few months. So I feel like this is more likely you finding yourself, finding what else can you do for a living, and realizing that you can achieve what you want to achieve by yourself, by your own, without using others. And avoid the same patterns repeating over and over again, like bragging, of course, or using others, being too dependent, and thinking like your escape rope is by you marrying a potential person that has the money and everything. So don't do that. Don't look at yourself in a different way. See yourself as somebody who can earn those things on your own. Okay, so is there anything else? They say to me that if you have this low vibe, how can you attract the right lovers? They say to me. You might attract karmics and, these people that really has the money. They are really protected by God, especially that God sees how these people work hard on their money. And if your intention was to break their heart, just to use them to have marriage and then leave them, obviously don't have good intentions. And that's the reason why God is not permitting you to have a partner. So you really need to release any negative intentions towards others so that this may not happen repetitively. Okay, so is there anything else? And work on with your insecurities, the angels say about yourself, about your life. You can fix your life. You shouldn't be that someone who always thinks like somebody can fix it for you. Okay, so is there anything else? Because angels say if you really want to get married, etc., you really have to be reliable yourself. If you're not prepared for, let's say, a relationship, it will be very hard for you. And you will be very overwhelmed with a lot of obstacles. And that's why don't rush in love. And try to focus on work first. Okay, so is there anything else? They say, work on achieving your goals and your dreams. And that will be the big change that's about to happen, is your self-discovery. And you trying to realize that your person is just after the passion and not really true to you if ever you're in a connection. And things will change in a drastic level. So be patient with yourself. Don't rush in love. And focus on your career. Okay, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Those who chose number 6, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye. Let's see. one more they say. So, okay. Alright. We'll see with your tarot. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes is gonna happen for those who chose number 7. So I feel like you could be someone who's doubtful with regards to connections. And yeah, you seem not interested really with regards to love life. And suddenly I feel like a drop of water drop on my shoulder. I don't know why, it freaks me out. Could be you have been crying a lot because you got betrayed in the past, or you made the wrong move in the past with someone, and that's why your connection didn't work out. And I'm sensing like you're still kinda healing from the breakup that happened between the both of you. So anyway, this is the overall energy that's happening. I don't know why I feel like it's happening. So this is the outcome. So again, they want to give us another card. I feel like you have given unconditional love with your person, but then the one that you have didn't replied, or I feel like they argue with you about a lot of things. That's all that they did, and your person really don't care about you. And I think that you're trying to move on from them. You're crying because you treated them well, but then you're not treated well. And I feel like for some of you could have tell your relatives about your problem with your person, and actually the wise ones say that you have to leave your person. That's what I feel here. And I'm sensing that you're crying over spilled milk, and the divine is asking you to be brave to face this challenge. I feel like it's more likely a challenge reading for you, number 7. But let's check with your cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Honestly speaking, I sense your sadness here, number 7. And I feel like people don't want to listen to your drama or about the argument with you and your partner, because they are tired about the same story happening in your life. And it's all time for you to analyze things over and over again if this is really, let's say, a really good connection, or was it just a karmic relationship, because things are not working out obviously in your relationship, that there's a tug of war. They tell me like drama always are involved here. And I'm feeling here that this person on the other hand with a star, I feel like is more on in charge with your life, and with this being your person, I feel like you're not free on doing the things that you love. And that's why you're hurting as well, because you sacrifice your own freedom just for the sake of love. And I feel like your person has jealousy issues as well, and some of you could not be allowed to reach out to your friends because they want to be number 1, and they don't want you to give some time to others. They just want the attention towards themselves only, and that's really very difficult person, you know, a very selfish, to be honest with you. And that's the reason why your life kinda like is draining, or you're really sad. I really sense your story like I adopted. I feel sad in your reading, to be honest with you. And I feel like your family really tell you the truth that you really have to move out, okay? I'm sensing like with the 6 of chalices, I feel like your person is aware that your relatives is not really saying good things about them. Okay, and this person is really eyeing on what's going on. But then with the Seven of Swords being in reverse here, I'm feeling that this person's trying always to get your attention. Attention seeker, I feel. But then with regards to you, they're not even giving you anything. And you're crying. Okay, it just keeps on repeating in your reading. So I feel like your relatives or friends will help you move out from this person. Okay, because obviously nothing is working out between the both of you. And because you could be abused, could be, or that's the changes that's gonna happen is you leaving this person, see? As you can see, because they are very controlling, manipulative, and things are not going well with your life, with your kind of attitude, and it's really affecting you emotionally and mentally as well. So it's for your own good, and I think that your relatives and friends are even worried about your mental health, to be honest with you, and that's why they are agreeing on making you leave the connection. Okay, so they're gonna help you. They say just ask help. You must not do it alone, they tell me. And one more. I don't know why I'm hearing the song Foolish Heart. So I'm sensing like, guys, you could be very sad. Okay, you could be blaming your heart for falling in love with the wrong person. So don't blame your heart about it. Okay, there are some instances wherein we need to encounter this kind of pain, especially if you're meant to be, let's say, a light worker, and you're meant to help same people not encounter the same pain as you are. Okay, and that's the reason why most light workers encounter such difficult situations, and know that there's a lot of reasons why it happens. And honestly, it's a blessing in disguise, because to be honest, having difficult situations in your life can make you humble yourself. Okay, because as you can see, some people whom, let's say, didn't encounter this kind of things, they are a bit arrogant and they're not that compassionate to others because they don't understand. And we understand because we encounter certain things in our life. So right now you may not understand, but in the future you will be very grateful that you encounter these things. Okay, because we must embrace the beauty of our life, that despite of that not being perfect, not everyone has a perfect life, to be honest with you. It also humbles us. It makes us of something that we are. Okay, just be positive. Okay, don't always think negatively like it's a curse, whatever. No, it's not. There's a reason behind everything. Okay, so obviously this is kinda a person that's really toxic in your life, and I feel like you're someone who stayed. Could be because you have babies together. Could be you're not seeing this happening. Okay, when you're dating this person, put a mask that they're kind, loving, caring, but then when you guys got married or involved in a relationship, you discovered their bad traits. Okay, that's what happened here. And I'm sensing like you also like this person. Could be because they have a title, they could have a money, and I feel like they could be an achiever. That's why they are arrogant. Okay, I really feel prideful energy, like they're controlling, manipulative, while you on the other hand, you're more on the submissive part. You have this kind loving aura in you, but yet this person didn't treat you well, and they know that you're loyal to this person, though this person really broke you or hurt you always. And I feel like your connection could be just sexual. I'm sensing like what's gonna happen, what changes is that one of you could be running away from this connection. That's what's gonna happen, and you will be able to heal from your traumatic experiences with this person. And I feel like you have a potential to achieve
they say to me. Probably this person really bring you down, which affect your mental health. But then in the end of the day, you know, you will get back to your feet. You will see your confidence again. And right now you may not understand why this has happened, but you will understand one day once that you break free from the cycle of wanting the wrong person. And I feel like the changes, yes, this will end your connection with this lover of yours. So what else that we have here? So we got this. So obviously, this person is not really healthy in your life, okay? And I feel here that people don't really like this person because of their arrogant or they're being controlling, manipulative, okay? They have this vibe. While you, on the other hand, you're the caring and loving person in the picture here. So what will happen is that the divine will make you move away from this person so that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, because you have been stuck for a long time with this person, and upon leaving them you will be more at peace, they say, because you know, I feel like your person left you in the cold. Probably money matters always to them, and I feel like your person always argues with you, kind of what do you call this, making a certain thing so big, and they love to argue, okay? And they could be pessimistic. That's also what I feel like. They could be always negative, and then they always blame you for something that you don't even do. And that's the reason why the divine will make you escape, okay, this connection, because you know there's imbalance here, that you don't resonate with your person. And I feel like you're really scared of them, to be honest. I feel like them being so dominant is really scary. Like you'd rather be alone rather than be with this person. And I'm sensing here that this person could have played mind games on you, could try to lower down your self-esteem even. Like they will brag that you can't reach your goals and your dreams. They try to make you angry, but I don't really feel like you're angry. You just accept it and that's it. And I'm sensing here that your relatives, your friends have seen what's going on inside your relationship, because they see you as someone that this person manipulated, and you're always crying inside the connection, and people see that, okay? And I'm sensing here that people will want you to really escape this individual, and they rather want to see you single than be with a partner that really dim your light, as you can see, because you have a lot of potential, but yet somebody really manipulated you. And once that you escape this kind of disaster, you will be at peace. And the karma for this person, obviously, they will be questioned by people. People will make them see who they really are. Like someone will be blunt and tell them, hey, you're like this and like that. And I feel like losing you will make them sad too, because that is their karma. You must leave them because they are not good with their words. They're always negative, okay? And I feel like one day they will see you with someone else new. That is one of their karma, and they will see you in a different way the next time that they will meet you. Like you're busy working, you're finally achieving your goals and your dreams, you finally discovered your talent. Because when you stayed with this person, you didn't achieve anything. There's a lot of drama involved there. Like you feel stressed out, you feel so old inside the connection, and you feel like you're not being heard, as you can see. And I feel like at first, I think that it's a loving connection. Okay, like you're in love with them, and this person could be in love with you as well. And I think that they are really an achiever, and you're not, and that's why they downgrade you, because they see themselves as an achiever, and they made you cry a lot. They make fun of you. That's also what I get here. And I'm sensing like with this one, so they haven't really make you walk away from them because there's nothing but drama there. Okay, and so the change that's gonna happen, obviously you leaving them. Okay, leaving the old cycle behind so that the drama will not repeat again. So I feel like your colleagues, your friends, your family will help you because they know now that this person is not really good. Okay, they will save you, they will rescue you, they won't want you with this person. So the next is new life. So this is your overall theme. So for the new life, it's really up to you if you will accept this new life or not, because some of you could be wanting to still stay, but all that they can say to you that you can only have this change if you'll be able to accept the fact that you have to leave this person so you can regenerate your life and have this new life. So what we have is heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together and perfect. So I believe that you're very loyal to this person. In the beginning, yes, there is love there, but sadly, this person just show their true colors once that you are connected together. And they tell me that next time around, try to see them for who they are. Try to ask their friends, family, about them, okay? Anyway, so here are your advice. So what we got here is opportunity and be assertive. So with regards to career, number 7, you will be very happy. You're very lucky with career, either business, finding a job, you will find it, okay? And the angels say work on with your self-esteem, because some of you, your self-esteem was knocked down by this person. And once that you rebuild your self-esteem, you will find a new job, okay? That's what they're gonna say. And this is a gift from heaven. I feel like that new job can help you as well with your low self-esteem issues. And it will at least remove the mask that this person has put on to you, because this person is really bad-mouthing you. I'm not really a good communicator with regards to complimenting you. All are negative comments. So anyway, I just hope that you'll be able to recover from this, number 7, and know that a lot of people cares for you, and you will regain back your power, number 7. Just take some time to heal, and know that it doesn't take a one night process for the healing. So it takes time. Don't be harsh to yourself, okay? Hugs to you, and sending you peace, love, and light. Bye. Chose number 8, which is the gold card. So let's see what changes that are happening with number 8. So anyway, this is your overall theme. You got thinker. You also have exchanging gifts. I don't know why I sense jealousy issues. And fated connections, what I feel. But let me check with your cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance. Ooh. Your cards wanna run away, wanna turn in reverse. So we may know what big changes that's gonna happen to those who chose number 8. Another, they tell me. So let's see. They say they want to include all of it. Alright, so anyway, let's check with your cards. I feel like divine counterpart. I don't know why I sense that, but we'll see, alright? Let's check your tarot. What it says. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what big changes is gonna happen to those who chose number 8. Another, they tell me. So, one more. They tell, so, we'll see. Honestly speaking, your person has negative emotions with regards to you because my left hand hurts and this is an easier way and my head hurts. So I think that there's really a jealousy issue here wherein your counterpart is really upset of you. But let's see why your person is upset. So this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading and what is the outcome. Alright, so I'm gonna clarify the cards. Angels and guides, please provide guidance for the cards so we may know what's behind the cards presented here. Please help us clarify so we may be able to understand. Whew. Your cards wanna run away from me. I'm sensing like your person is running away. Number 8. I don't know what happened between the both of you. Probably that's a big change that's gonna happen. Like your person will walk away and find someone else cheaper, they tell. I don't know why they say cheaper. What happened? I'm not quite sure. So let's see what else we have. Okay. Now, anyway, this is the overall energy that's affecting the reading. So we got the Tower. And obviously, it's not that happening right now. But you're aware, okay? You're ignoring your intuition because you're aware this will happen. And it for sure it will hurt you. And if ever you know, we will stop this from happening. But I'm sensing like it's out of your control. Like you can't control this, okay? It will happen naturally. Okay, that's what's going on. Because right now the angels wants you to focus on money making. Okay, so that you can be like this. Because I feel like your person see you as someone that is not good for them, to be honest. And the reason why they think that way because you haven't have any to offer them. And that's how they see it right now. Like it could be they are the stable one and you don't have much to offer. Okay, and then the next is the King of Wands here. So I feel like they could be someone who is on the high horse already, has achieved a lot of things, while you on the other hand, you haven't achieved anything yet. Okay, that's their perspective. Okay, like if they will include you, this is their perspective. If they will include you in their life, you will be like a burden, and that's the reason why they didn't choose you as a partner. So I feel like you will not expect this from happening, that they will run away from you obviously and choose someone else because they have this in mind that you have nothing to offer them. Okay, so right now you could be still dealing with them, but they are slipping away from you. See, they are now facing another person. So I feel like they will ended up with somebody else that is an achiever like them. Okay, that's what's going on, that has the money too. And let's see what we got here. Oh, will be this one. So I feel like they thought that they will be with the right partner, but that will be a wrong partner, I feel, because I think that with this one, I'm sensing like they base it on the status or title, not really because that they love this person, but they thought that if they balance the scales, if they know their worth with regards to career standards, they will get what they want. Okay, so even though they're showing to the social media that they're happy with their new lover, they're not really happy with their new lover. Because to be honest, this person has a title, right? Money too. But yet this person is treating them badly. And that's what's about to happen to them. And then the next is Magician. So I feel like, this lesson is teaching you to focus on your work. Could be because you focus too much in this love connection. It really drains your energy to the point that you become very depressed once that your person left. And you cannot control this from happening, that your person, I feel like, even though you will control this person to stay, I think that this person will still walk away from you because still with the 10 of Wands, they see you as a burden and then they need to let you go so that they will be happy. That's their perspective, okay? And the next is Two of Pentacles reverse. So I'm really feeling that they're ignoring you. They're not really watching your connection. I feel like they will fight you if you stop them from going towards another person. So let's see what else we got here with your charms. Number 8. Show this person you're really. They say you will glow up one day and this person will feel very regretful of hurting you. Okay, so I feel like this is your catalyst for change, the angels say. Once that they betray you, they hurt your heart, you will accelerate because you will change, they tell me. The change that's gonna happen to you, this person will live right, but at the same time, when you are healing, you realize now what is the 10 of Wands, what does this person think that is burdening, right? Because they see you as someone who's not an achiever yet, and they are, okay? And that's the reason why they left you, okay? It could be for some of you, you're loyal with this person, and you never thought that one day this person will leave. Because you're not gonna see that, okay? I feel like there will be jealousy issue the next time. Because look at the title. Title matters to this person. And you can offer love. You really have the stable connection or bond with regards to love. But yet, the problem is just the career, okay, itself. And that's the reason why your person didn't see you as a wifey or husband material. So, this person choose a karmic, someone who has a title, money, and everything together. Because they see you as a burden, as you can see with this one. So with this apple, there is somebody else, apple of the eye. There is someone else, a new person with this Larimar. And that is the hindrance of your connection, and that's why they're gonna run away, because they have someone else that they have their eye on. And you are gonna heal, the angels say, and then upon this healing process, you will be aware of what you really need to do with your life. And this ending will teach you that you should be someone who's an achiever. You should reach for your goals and your dreams, so that people will not see you like something that is weak or anything negative in their perspective, because I believe you're not like that. Number 8, you have a good heart. The only problem here is career, okay? So I'm sensing like, yeah, charisma, they tell me. You have this glow within you that you haven't discovered yet, probably because of childhood issues, or people put you in a box wherein, they made you believe that you're like this and like that, which is not really true. But then you have divine gifts that you didn't see, and you really need to discover that and remove any negative words that people has put onto you, because you have a potential here. This is your future self telling you, hey, I'm abundant, okay, in the future, because you work hard, you discover who you really are, etc. So I'm sensing like this person will block you in social media because they're dating someone else, and they're gonna fight for their freedom, as you can see, because they thought that the grass is greener on the other side, okay? And they got tempted, and I feel like what happened here is that you will just see this person with someone else, and this person fell in love with the wrong person, they say, because they base it on status and not because of love. They base it on achievements, and they want an empress, okay, because they see themselves as an emperor. Switch if you must, okay? They see themselves as emperor and the others empress, okay? It can be. And yeah, this person will move on with somebody else, and this will hurt you definitely, and it will push you to, look within, okay? It's your catalyst to change, and you will be triggered to focus on your flaws and try to understand why your person left you. So in this reading, it already was shown that it's because of career base, okay? Like your person see you here, and he or she believed that he or she was here, okay? Better show this person that you can be an achiever, okay? So after this downfall, you will have this, okay? You will change your life for betterment, which is really nice. So anyway, we got the fates here, so I believe that this is a good connection. Like, I feel like you have mental health issue number 8 that you need to resolve. I feel like whomever your counterpart is, you guys met each other, so you may discover your passion, you may discover who you really are, because the counterparts of us are just showing us what we can do. Like example, your person could be a good communicator, you have the same abilities as that person, okay, and you didn't discover it yet, so they tend to discover, and I feel like it's destined to happen. The separation needs to happen between the both of you, because both of you needs to grow up, to mature, and you as well, because you're too focused on this lover of yours, you forgot your career. And I feel like you're so in love with this person, but yet this person is always on your mind, but yet this person will choose someone else on the same level as he or she is. Probably the person is rich and has money, so obviously this person will walk away, and that's the change that's gonna happen to you. So anyway, here is your advice for you is helpful, people. So when it happened, the angels say there will be people that is with you, okay, that will communicate with you, that will help you mend your heart. I feel like people will likely believe in you than the story of your person number 8, because you're the one who's deeply hurt. So look for a sign. So honestly speaking, right now they have someone else already, and you could be seeing some signs like 1111, and kind of with the 11 thing, I see it as somebody who has a partner already, to be honest with you. And then wait, so with the wait being here, I feel like you could be waiting for this person, and then suddenly they will ghost you. So what I want you to do is, if you really want clarification, if there's someone else, then ask for a sign, okay? And they want you not to wait anymore, because obviously this will happen, and you cannot really change the destiny, they say. And know that it has to happen, because during those times that you're together, admit that you're not doing well with career, and you're not in a balanced scale, okay? So, and this person also need to discover that in finding a partner, they should base it on the heart and not by the title itself. So both of you needs to mature, and you, on the other hand, you really need to focus on your career, okay, and do well and trust in yourself. Because if you're not someone who's independent, what's gonna happen to you if you get married, right? So your kids need to be needs to rely on you. But if you're someone who's not reliable, independent, what will basically happen to you? Probably your kids might, disrespect you, because it happened to, the mother of my ex-husband. Like, she wasn't able to finish her studies because she hates studying. And so what she did is that she chose a man who's great with the studies among all her lovers. And with that kind of move, to be honest with you, yes, that person is an achiever, but he has a bad attitude. And by him really disrespecting her, her kids become disrespectful of her as well, thinking lowly of her. So avoid that by focusing on your career, focusing on you. Try to achieve things, okay? And love someone not because they have something that you don't have. It will trigger you actually to change, and that is what counterparts are. They are here to trigger us to change, to be a better person, and on finding the counterpart that will also lead you on towards your right direction. Okay, so you may not be an achiever now, but in the future you will, because I see that in your reading. So I'm sorry to give you this sad reading number 8, but you really have to know the truth to be prepared for it, rather than be shocked like it will happen. Okay, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So they will end up with the wrong person and breakup will happen, they tell me, because you are the right person for them. And if still they are undecisive, they're not seeing your worth, then that is a sign wherein you need to move to a different route. And they say that they can promise you the colors of the counterparts, because most of the time counterparts didn't ended up together, and they're giving that task to somebody that has a potential to love you once that you are in a good place, because right now obviously it's not a good timing for you to be involved in a relationship, especially that you needed to climb the ladder, you needed to help yourself. Okay, so is there anything else? They say that's it. So they keep on repeating to me that your person will end up with the wrong lover, so I just respect, that's why I repeat. So anyway, is there anything else, angels? They say that's it. So anyway, thank you for watching, those who chose 8, and sending you all peace, love, and light. Bye.